Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tales of Gaming Addiction, a YouTube channel where we talk about gaming and all of that good stuff. So I thought today we'd backtrack a little bit to what happened in Rio. It's been a week now. It's actually been taking me quite a while to get my thoughts together on this. Also because every time I sit down to write this script, it comes out to about a 2-minute video, and I don't like doing short little videos for this channel because it doesn't make any sense for discussion and whatnot. But something has happened recently, and I'll get to that in a moment. So, jumping back to Rio and the Egames in particular, been watching the VODs online because my internet died when the events were happening, so I couldn't watch them. Have to say, I'm impressed with the production quality of the people there and how everything was organised. You guys deserve top marks, especially as this was kind of the first time esports went Olympic. You know, it wasn't team-based, it was country-based. Of course, since I did my video about it, more stuff came out, so we knew what games were going to be played. It was Smite and Smash Brothers. A little bit disappointed that we only had those two games, because they're games that don't interest me. Smite's a little bit more interesting than anything, because it's a MOBA, so it's quite close to League and Dota, so I can at least track what's going on. And Smash Brothers, to me, is just on a whole other level, because whilst I used to play Smash Brothers a lot with my friends, I just cannot keep up with the plays and how things roll with that. That game just moves too quick for me. But it was still pretty cool to see. And going further into that is also the fact that we only got those two games so close to the event. I understand that it's going to take a while to get more developers and publishers on board to get the support necessary. But hopefully after this, when it comes to the next event, which I believe is going to be in the South Korean Winter Olympics, we might end up with things like League of Legends and StarCraft, considering those two games are immensely popular in South Korea. It's almost a national sport, like football and rugby and cricket is for the UK. But still, it was awesome to see that, and congrats to the teams competing. Shame Great Britain didn't win any medals. At least I don't think we did. I can't remember. But regardless, it's still pretty cool, and apologies, I've got a bit of a cold, so I'm running a bit low on energy, and I'm really trying hard to stay awake. But, off the back of that, of course, we had the Summer Games event for Overwatch, which is the video playing in the background. Now, this is stuff that I had from the last time, and it was a really cool thing. Now, if we just step away from that for a minute, Blizzard announced something a couple of days ago, which really did catch me out. I didn't catch the announcement thing at the start of the month, sorry. But this announcement came through, and this is what's kind of blown my socks off. Now, they have said it's meant to theme into the Overwatch lore and the way the world has been created, and the fact that it is our current world. So there is the UK, America, Russia, France, Germany, Australia, and so on and so forth. And Overwatch itself was brought together by the UN for how it's dealt with the Omnic crisis in its lore. So for that, obviously, Blizzard like to do their big events. So we have the Hearthstone World Championships, we've got the StarCraft 2 World Championships, and all the rest of it. We have the Overwatch World Cup. And I will admit, this is pretty ballsy for Blizzard. Normally, anyway, when it comes to things like Hearthstone and Heroes of the Storm and Warcraft and StarCraft, their way of doing it isn't so much you represent the country, it's still representing a team. So you're part of Team Dignitas, you're part of Team Fnatic, Origin, Archon, Team Storm and Mid. You know, the big teams that have all the merch and have the backing to get you at least to BlizzCon in terms of travel capacity. You know, I'm guessing you still have to book your own hotel and how you're going to get to and from the venue. But what Blizzard has planned is somewhat bigger with the Overwatch World Cup. So, just to give an idea, they asked players to pick pros to go to BlizzCon. According to their thing, they've had over 3 million votes, but they've broken you down into 3 regions. So you got America, Europe, and APAC, which is Asia Pacific Australia continent. So it's kind of the West, the Middle, and the Far East in terms of where things are in the world. Considering I live in the UK, so for me the world map sits on the UK as the centre line. And yeah, I was blown away by this. So we won't go into too much detail because this is going to be standard Overwatch esports stuff anyway. So it'll be 6v6, best of 3, I would assume, considering how many teams we've got. Any game mode goes. So representing the Americas, well, the Americas group, we've got USA, Canada, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Mexico, and Peru. That's a lot of countries. Some of those I don't even think have an esports industry as such. Not like we have with the UK esports scene. And the UK esports organisation, which is our overseer. So, yeah, that's kind of cool that we've got like Peru and Costa Rica involved. Colombia's, I'm not sure even has an esports scene. But again, it's kind of cool we got all these teams in for the Americas. But let's move over now to Europe. So, this is the big one. This is a huge list. In fact, I have to scroll down a 1080p portrait monitor to get all this in. So, representing the European region, we have Sweden, Germany, France, Austria, Team CIS in the Baltic area, so that's nations around the Baltic Sea. Team Benelux, so Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg. Team Bulgaria, Croatia, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Russia, Serbia, Slovakia, Spain, Switzerland, Turkey, Ukraine, and Team GB. And I'll throw this one in there as well. They've lumped it in with Europe, though I technically disagree because of the very name of it tells you where it is. We've also got Team South Africa. A bit of a long shot. Granted, Europe colonised South Africa. It was once Dutch and then it passed over to the British Empire way back when, during the time of the Zulu. But again, it's a bit of an odd one to lump into Europe. But hey, it's in there, and that list again is huge. It's a massive list. And lastly, of course, the Asia Pacific Australasia region. It shouldn't be that hard to guess who we've got. We've got China, South Korea, Taiwan, Japan, Indonesia, Hong Kong, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, and ANZ. And in case you can't guess what ANZ is, it is Australia and New Zealand. So we've got a huge amount of teams there. They've all got 6 players. They've got 1 professional that everybody's voted in, plus extras, and then 2 team are dubbed as captain's picks. So these are players that the team captains have pushed forward. I'll put the link below so you can all go and see the relevant spot as hopefully that apple didn't pick up. That was a loud apple. Jesus. Yeah, there's an apple tree outside my window and it falls on the roof. And all I can hear so often is the thud of an apple. Again, this is kind of cool. Getting back to my distraction now, I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I'll get back to... I'll post the link below and it's on screen as well as an annotation for you to go see, so you can see who's been picked, who's been picked by the captains, who's got what votes. And hopefully, when it comes to BlizzCon, we'll have something awesome to watch. I'm looking forward to it. Again, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, favourite, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. And I'll see you next time.